everybody, welcome to Love Talk. Today we have the brilliant Cathy Matete online with us today. And Cathy is an amazing singer out of Nairobi. Welcome, Cathy.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, so I across you when I heard a clip of your song "Woman." I really loved that song. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through your musical career, but first let's start with your early years. Now, is Cathy your real name?
Yes. Cathy is my real like my names are Catherine Matete.
Okay.
So Cathy's born. Yeah.
Were both your parents also born in Kenya?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So give us a geographical location, how it is. So Kenya and Nairobi. Is Nairobi in Kenya?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so so Nairobi is in Kenya, and my parents lived like 6 hours away. The place is called Kisumu. That's like my hometown. But I was born here. I was born in Nairobi, and I grew up here, so this is home for me. But both my parents are from Kisumu, but my mom is from Kakamega, but she got married there, so it's like 6 hours away. So Nairobi is definitely the capital, and this is where we are, doing our thing.
So as a child, how were you displaying musical talent?
So funny thing, I actually started out as a dancer. I wasn't really sure that I could sing. I mean, I knew I had the ability, but I wasn't really ready to pursue that. I didn't think it was anything serious. I was just humming to my dad's music and all that. But I started out as a dancer, and then after I went to high school is when I actually realized that I could actually pursue this and actually sing. So I used to be in the school choir. I used to lead, worship in high school, and then later in church. And here we are.
You said you was listening to your father's music. Was your father also a musician?
Yeah, my dad was actually a choir master. They used to play for our first president. His name was Jomo Kenyatta. He passed away. So they used to play for him, in stadiums and whatnot. And that's where my mom met him in his choir. And yeah, we are.
When you just mentioned your mother and your father meeting, your face lit up. That reunion.
Yeah.
That reunion just shows me, when reading about you, one common thing that's said about you is your joyfulness and your happiness and your desire to and just seeing you mentioning your parents, I can imagine of love that brought you forth, that expression what you made when you mentioned your priceless.
Yeah, I mean I'm a happy child, and my dad is as happy as I am. My mom is the strict one, but she's still as wonderful as as my dad. And we grew up with some really good values. We were taught a lot of patience. We were taught a lot of independence and working hard for what you want. So I love my parents. They are the most supportive parents in this world.
Your parents are obvious inspirations in your life. But growing up in Kenya, who else were your inspiration?
Yeah, so growing up, I used to listen to we had a group called Tattoo. We had a lady called Amani. We had a lady called Wahoo. Like I was inspired mostly by the ladies. And then, in reggae music, I used to listen to Shamir. He's a really good reggae producer and a singer as well. And then I used to also listen to, Galumos. Like we had some nice, we had some nice singers. There's a lady called Sanai Tande as well. She has an amazing voice. Like I used to look up to her a lot. So the list is endless.
Right. Okay. So when did you first decide that you was going to make singing your career? So when did you first enter a studio?
I think that was right after, was it after high school? I think it was, I think sometime in 2011. I think right after I finished my high school. And I used to have this guy called Gish. I'll never forget him. He used to really, really support me. There's another guy also called Dan who used to be a guitarist. He used to come to my church. So he was like, I think I need for us to just work on something. And I'm a good guitar player, a good singer. I'm like, I'm a good singer, thank you. I feel like you're a good singer and we can work out something, so let's go to the studio. And I think my first song was called Without You. And after that I met up with Shamir, the reggae singer I was talking about, and we did a project called Passionate Rhythm, produced by ZJ Heno. He's a prominent DJ here in Kenya. And that was like my first ever reggae song in a studio. I think that was around 2013, and I've never looked back. But first time in studio was 2011.
And how did that feel? How did it feel walking into a studio for the first time and then actually hearing your first single?
I mean, I never understood. I never understood the dynamics. That it's still me who will do the BGBs. It's still me who will try and arrange the song. It's me who will write the song. So it was all new to me. I had never read about it. I was just a good listener of music, but I never really understood what really went, like what really goes into producing a song. So it was wonderful. I even put it in a CD and took it home and played it for my parents and my family, and they were so happy. It was a wonderful feeling.
And what was the reaction from your family and friends?
It was good. They've always supported me, since I was young, and just to see them see me, like write a song, come up with the chords and record it was really nice. They were really happy. They're my biggest critics to date. So whenever I have a new song, I definitely go home and play the demo for them. They tell me, this is sounding good. This doesn't sound good. So they are my biggest critics.
Well, with the experience that your father has, if you didn't ask his advice on your musical projects, it would be a question. Okay, so why not? So
I know.
that's amazing. All right. So, like I
Mhm.
said, speaking of your music, it's very happy and uplifting. It speaks of freedom a lot. It gives you that freedom of just being happy music. How would you describe your music?
Mhm. So my music is I definitely say I write my music, from a place of meaning. I just don't wake up and decide I'm doing this song. I have to get a lot of inspiration from within. So my music is definitely, feel good. My music is very, very relatable. My music is filled with a lot of melodies. I love singing about love. I believe you radiate what you have, and I have a lot of love in me. So I love singing about love. I love inspiring people. I love being a woman, of intent. I love inspiring. I especially love, inspiring the young people, because there's so much happening right now. People don't have jobs. People feel, with the pandemic and so many things happening. So I want to be, a voice of reason. I want to be a voice of inspiration and all that.
And so, what is it like now with, especially like we're in England? How is it for musicians and yourself in Nairobi? times going on? Like you said, people are losing jobs. How is it really?
Last year was really, really challenging. We were used to having gigs on a weekly basis, getting a lot of bookings. We used to do like a lot of tours. So, with COVID and lockdown, we couldn't really do much. So we just had to stay home. I think until sometime in September, when when the cases were like the curve was being flattened. So it was really, really challenging, but that was a really good time for me to just regroup and dig deep within, get inspiration, write a lot of music. I wrote a lot of music last year. I released a lot of songs, and I'm so happy with the feedback. And the cases are fluctuating, so there's times they're high, there's times they're low. So we have curfew hours, we have lockdown. And with musicians in Kenya, we have like Kenya is like the hub of reggae in Africa. So we usually have like reggae nights almost every single day throughout the week. And then we have like shows, we have events. There's a lot of Jamaican artists coming here on and off. So these were gigs that we used to depend on. So to have them not there anymore was a big challenge. But now we are trying to get back to things. We are having concerts around. We are having people doing tours in different counties. So it's getting better by the day.
Yeah. All right. So and you're obviously now you're looking forward to planning and preparing to perform again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if anybody wanted to come and see you in Nairobi, in the future, where would they be able to see you on a regular basis?
On a regular basis, I can't really tell right now. But we have a lot of shows in at the Alliance Francaise. We have shows at the Goethe Institute, at the Michael Joseph Center. We have shows in clubs, a lot of clubs like the Taurus Lounge. We have Switch Lounge. There's so many of them. So guys, I'll just keep you updated on my social media handles. When a show comes up, I'll let you know.
I'm sure all those facilities will be happy for the shout out. All right. I really want to say congratulations on winning the Kalasha. Is it Kalasha Award? How do you pronounce
it? Yes. Kalasha.
Kalasha. There you go. What does that mean to you?
Oh my God. It was just an unexplainable feeling. I have never gotten over it to date. Can I just show you the award? Here.
Ooh, Kalasha.
Yes. For best score. It was trust me, love it was amazing. My best friend, whose name is Majuma, approached me sometime, was it 2 years ago? And she's a filmmaker, she's a producer. So she approached me and she told me, yo, I feel like you're a good songwriter and you can do wonders on this film. So would you kindly do a score for us? And I was like, yeah, you're my buddy, why not? So I listened to her views. I read her script, and the script was talking about social media and the impact it's had on the young people, and how we try to create this facade, and we're trying to portray ourselves as things we're not. So I was just trying to encourage, that young girl in that movie that you don't have to do any of that to prove anything to anyone. You can just be yourself and and soar. So that was the inspiration behind the song, and we recorded it. And I honestly did not know it was going to get nominated for this specific award. It's a big award in East Africa. And I remember I was to attend the gala, but I couldn't make it because I was like, I'm definitely not going to win this. But she was there, and my name was called. And, she took the award on my behalf, and I was so blessed. She called me that night. It was around 12, and I could not believe it. I was just shaking and crying because this is very prestigious to me. And it was just a testament that you can actually do it. And, you never know when your big break is going to come. So it's a blessing today.
Yes, that's one reason why they always say get up and show up, because
I
you never,
know.
you never.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, social media and the youth, I
Mm-hmm.
commend you for taking on the project, because that is an issue. That's a reoccurring issue or a constant issue. Can you give us a few lines or a few of your favorite lines of that song? It'd be nice to record something for the youth around the world.
Yeah. So this is not just for women, but for men. So, woman of steel, nothing is beyond your reach, girl. You're stronger the way you are, stronger the way you are. Woman of steel, and nothing is beyond your reach, girl. You're stronger the way you are, stronger the way you are.
Thank you. You're so beautiful, and you have that. I don't know. Like I said, my ear for music is quite obscure, and there's a tone in your voice that resonates with reggae so much.
Mm,
A while ago, and I really really love your voice. I really really wish you the best.
thank you.
What other songs are we promoting today?
So I have an exclusive for you. The song is called Smile. That's my latest release from Guardian's Rhythm, produced by Laboro from South Africa. And it's a wonderful song. I also wrote that song during COVID last year. And it's a beautiful song that is just trying to thank God for, daily bread, breath, and just being able to live through COVID and tough times. So I'm promoting Smile right now. I'm also promoting Lava's Paradise. I'm promoting Revolution Time, which is doing so well over here. It's been on the charts a lot. I'm promoting Teacup. I'm also promoting No Retreats. It seems like people really, really love that song. That was my debut song in 2019. So those are my latest releases that I'm currently promoting. So I'm also planning on shooting videos for them. So my fans should look out for that.
Excellent. All right, can we get a snippet of Smile? Are we allowed?
Yes. How does it go? Like my head is bursting right now. It's fried. I'll remember it as we go.
No problem. Let me know when, and we'll jump in, because it's easy to edit. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I love your music. Like I say, I'm gonna try my best to keep up. Always keep in touch. Anything you want me to know, you've got my details. Just let me know.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Thank you.
have a question that I ask every guest. Firstly, if you could be mentored, or if you could speak with anybody, who would it be?
Oh my God. I think in my reggae journey, I have listened to Elaine a lot, and I adore her. I love her, and I had a chance to speak with her. Sometime last week or last week, but one. She actually DM'd me out of nowhere. She was like, I'm Elaine, and I would really love to interview you. We play your music here. I was so shocked, because she's a lady I look up to a lot. She's very spiritual. I love how she writes. I love how she arranges her music. I just love her personality as well. And it was such a blessing to speak with Elaine. Oh my goodness. I was actually told I was shaking. Just being able to have that conversation with her. So I love her. I would love for her to mentor me at some point in my journey. I would love to work with her at some point as well. So Alain would definitely be one of them.
All right. Before we go on to the message, because I do want to ask that question, but what's next for you? Where do you see you? Where are you taking your music to next?
Yeah, I am definitely going global. I really want to tour. I even want to start my tour in Europe. I would love to come to the UK because my fan base there is also very big. I would love to tour South America. I would love to tour Jamaica and the US. I would love to tour Africa. Like I wanna take my music everywhere, you know. I wanna be able to inspire young girls who think they can do it. And just be a voice of reason in this so crooked world.
Yeah. And do you have any considered collaboration?
At the moment, yes. I'm working on something, but I can't mention names. He is Jamaican and he's a very, very good singer, you guys. So that's in the pipeline. Just I think one or two collaborations coming up. So my fans should also look out for that. But I had a chance to work with Anthony B last year in February. We did a song called Wine for You, and that's an amazing song to date that I really, really love. And I'm still shocked it happened. So, there's a lot in the pipeline.
Okay. So I'll ask you now, Cathy Matete, what is your message that you're sending to the world?
To the world. I mean, I definitely want us to keep on spreading love. People are going through a lot, especially with this pestilence that has captured the world right now. So let us spread love. Let us be there for one another, in all the possible ways. If you can encourage someone, encourage them. If you can, give them like financial aiding, that will be really, really nice. Let's be there for one another. And, if you're out there and you're looking to pursue music or you're looking to pursue, art, please just go for it. Be as raw as possible, be as consistent as possible. Surround yourself with the right network of people, who are going to elevate you and take you to the next level. And so, it's all possible. Just go for it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Is there this is your free time to just big up who you want to big up or announce what you want to announce and just thank who you want to thank or anything. So go ahead and speak.
Yeah, I want to thank you for having me on your show and introducing me to your fan base as well. I want to thank my fans, all around the world, for supporting my music to date. I have so much in store for you guys. So, be on the lookout for a lot this year. I want to big up my manager, who's Majestic Trends, a very, very good friend of mine. Since I think we've been friends for so many, I think 7 or 8 years. And he's been my voice of reason. Like, he really, really pushes me. So I want to big him up. I want to big up ZJ Heno, Shamir. I want to big up. I worked with a guy called Sajay from the UK on my 2 songs called Shine Your Light and Revolution Time. So I want to big him up as well. And, anyone listening, I love you all.
Thank you so much for today. Is there anything else you want to mention? Anything I didn't touch on that I should have?
Not really. Let me just play my song. Let me get Smile. Said I'm forever, forever blessed. Forever. So with a grateful heart, I bow my head and pray to the Father each day, thanking Him for another day. I'm feeling blessed. So much happening in the world today. corruption and violence, pestilence and dying. But you've given me a reason to smile, even when the dark is rolling in on me. Yeah. Still I smile, even when the cold getting the best of me. Yeah. Still I smile. And that's how it goes.
For the rhythm, the catchiness of it, the lyrics. You're so
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure having you on my platform today.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you will return. I'll be sending invitations again. I hope you will return another time.
Definitely. Thank you. I'll be so happy to be back and introduce more music as well. And you're welcome to Kenya also. Please visit when you can.
And that is my thought, to say, okay, maybe I'll start traveling to the artists as well. So fingers crossed.
That would be lovely. Be happy to have you.
Excellent. And like I say, Cathy Matete, thank you so much for being on Love Talk. It's been amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe so you can be notified about future interviews. Have a lovely day. If you would like to promote your music on Love Radio, please find us at www.loveradio.co.uk